I stood there. It was 3 days before we would welcome our friendly guests from Wabash and elsewhere for the big game. It was art, however, so I knew I would have a hard time just asking the facilities crews to remove these objects of art. Just then, Matt from Sigma Chi walked by. "What's wrong, Dr. Casey?" he asked. I gestured toward the inflatables. He said, "Oh, don't worry. I'm from Los Angeles. I've seen bigger." There are 1,000 moments that make up a day at a college. Moments of humor, moments of discovery, of conversation, and of planning. There are challenges, there are debates, there are sparks. These are the rhythms of semesters and years. You go from founding to 174 years, day by day, and course by course, student by student. But there are deeper rhythms to a college. It's important to understand that colleges never stay still. It's easy to think that these old institutions, and this is one of the oldest in the country, stop history. Steeped in the past, they seem immune to the currents of time. But colleges and universities are always in motion. Importantly, they're always getting stronger or they're getting less strong. And it's easy to lose sight of this, to think that things will always be as they are. The great schools, though, know what makes them strong, and they burnish these things. They build on these strengths. It turns out that this country, indeed the world, needs the great schools, and it needs them to attend to their greatness. It needs them strong, energized, and focused on getting ever stronger. I am a big believer in energy, and I think that the great colleges and universities have a sense of energy about them, a sense of urgency, and a sense of pride. You are gathered here this morning on a campus at a particular moment in its history, a moment when energy and pride has a chance to come together with a knowledge of what has always made this place great. Colleges and universities, if they pay attention, if they listen to history, know when their particular strengths are the strengths that the world needs. This is DePauw's time. You are assembled today on the grounds of one of the finest liberal arts universities in the country, combined with a wonderful school of music. Over the next few years, you will see this university strengthen its curriculum, strengthen its faculty, improve its campus, create new ways to connect students to the world. We will be speaking to wider audiences with more energy and with more pride. We will be welcoming more speakers and artists and musicians from the world to our campus. We will welcome students of considerable achievement and promise, DePauw students, the types of connecting, engaged students who go and change the world. We will see the city of Greencastle improve. Within a few years, people who have never seen it before will arrive on improved streets, past new welcoming gates, to a campus never more alive with ideas and energy. 3 years ago, when I was inaugurated to this wonderful position, I said that the world needs DePauw, and I believe that more firmly today than I did on that hopeful early day. There are few places that do what we do. There are simply no colleges of our kind that produce, in the numbers that we do, the type of leaders that have long been the mark of our alumni ranks. There are few colleges that combine what we do here to produce the sort of graduates that the world needs. We're at a crossroads of history at this university. The school that attracted Thomas Goodman will echo with new histories. The next few years will see this old school, more than ever, take its place in the national conversation. This hidden gem will be hidden no more. It will take effort, it will take will, it will take resources, but it will happen. And in just a few weeks, as summer begins to turn to fall, we will welcome the class of 2015 to DePauw. 610 extremely talented students who will walk on this campus and on the paths that you did. They will laugh in the hallways you laughed in. They will see East College as night as you did, and they will think on that day that 4 years last forever. And in some ways, they will be right. You are proof that 4 years last forever. But before that day comes next fall, when we welcome our newest class, if you will indulge me, I would like right now for you to participate in one of my favorite DePauw traditions. When you graduated, as was the case for decades, the then president of the university offered a charge to the graduating class. At our most recent commencement, just a few weeks ago, I read the same charge to the graduating class. As I read it, I was reminded again that it can guide any lucky graduate of this wonderful university. I want you to remember this charge when you leave Greencastle yet again after this weekend to go out in the world. You are DePauw, and you should remember what DePauw once asked of you and ask of you again as holders of DePauw degrees. So may I ask all graduates of DePauw University to please stand so I may once again charge you. Young men and women. You have entered into a noble inheritance. You are heirs of all that is past. Prophets and sages, scholars and scientists, poets and public servants have wrought with patience and have sought truth, and the abundant fruit of their toil is now yours. Is yours to use, is yours to increase, and to bequeath to your successors. The university charges you to be strong, to acquit yourselves with integrity, and to be loyal to your highest ideals. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are in good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, always think of these things. Gets me every time. Dear alumni, I am so honored to be with you. I am privileged to be here. I will take care of your university, and I ask you to do it with me. Thank you so much for a wonderful weekend, and let's have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, President Casey.